Hello, all. Welcome. Bienvenidos todos. Yo soy Emperatricita. I am Empressita. Welcome to Shut Up and Talk podcast. It's great to see you all here with me. Today's discussion is going to be based on a question that I heard a very famous motivational speaker speak in one of his interviews the other day I was listening to. His name is Les Brown. And the question was, if God, creator universe, asked you today if you were worth living one more day, what would the reason be? That really hit me. That really hit me. So I'm saying to myself, let me answer that question. When he continued to discuss this question, he said, would you have done everything, or at least 90% of what you desired in your life? What would be another reason for me to allow you to continue here on this earth? What would the reason be? Is it, because I need to work another day to pay one of my bills? Or would your family need to do a GoFundMe to bury you tomorrow? Or would you be having a Pulitzer Prize? Would you be impacting your community? Would you be doing something that just hysterically made you laugh? All of these things. Now, could you answer that? I know when I answered it, he'd be like, the buzzer would go off on me. Get your ass out of here. Because you're boring. You're not living out your dreams. You're not doing what I created you to do. I created you because I'm a creator. I'm very creative. My imagination is full. So you're not a part of the gang. That's why being grateful for the universe, God, creator, source, giving us a chance at this thing called life should be number one on our list. So with that being said, I got to turn up my gratitude and I got to get to work. And in I think one of my other podcasts, I mentioned that the key to starting on the journey to finding out your true desires, or what your purpose is, like really what your purpose is. Because when he told me, and I'm speaking as if I was with him because I was with Les in this conversation. He told me, you done came here, paid bills, and fucking died. Let's write that in your obituary. Grab that paper and let's get to work. So, I'm sorry I got sidetracked, but what I had spoke about in the last podcast was to stop thinking. And I know it may sound odd. We think. Come on, that's what we do every day. I'm not saying stop thinking so you can't do these mundane things that your body already is acclimated to, that could do while it's asleep. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ruminating thoughts in your mind that make you procrastinate. The little voice in your mind that says, wait another day, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. The ruminating thought that attaches to a feeling, I just don't feel good. Let me emotionalize in that so that I won't reach my goal. Sometimes when you say things back out loud to yourself, you sound stupid. Yeah, I'm going to stop eating these donuts next week because I need that joint right now. Next week comes, you think that thought's going to come around? No, you going to scarf that donut. In the past 3 years, and I have attempted to meditate before in my life, but in the past 3 years, I have really dedicated myself to meditation. And meditation doesn't have to be like you see this in the background, sitting, humming. No. We are meditation, actually, once we reach our true self. You ever get that feeling of just still, peace? Maybe next second somebody comes and fucks the shit up, but that's meditation. Not the racket noise and the constant thoughts and the anxiety, the ruminating, I gotta do this, the hustle, the bustle, no, of life, no. That's not really what we are. We are truly peace. So, I am actually a student of R.J. Spina. I'm currently reading all 3 of his books. The latest one is Access Superconsciousness. And I might be speaking on these terms that superconsciousness, higher mind, meditation. You may not be familiar with these things. And if it resonates with you, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all, because I'm here to serve the nations as your empress. I really am. And you can find his books on Amazon. All of them. In his books, as my teacher, the first thing that he taught me was to stop thinking. And I'm still a student. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a student up in here. I think everybody is going to be a student mostly for the rest of their lives, right? Stop thinking. Getting control of that thought, that voice in your head. Sometimes it's so good, you don't even realize that it's going on, that it's actually controlling you. We've been programmed from birth. Anyway, these books has really helped me in this process. And yes, money is very necessary. Money is a part of life. Wealth should be a part of everyone's life. It is a very righteous act of generosity, kindness, especially if you are on the path of service to others or just making sure your family is good. Because if you make sure your family is good with wealth, whether they choose what they're going to do with it, at least one of them is going to choose to impact the world in a great way. So, before I go, because I'm not going to take a lot of time, it's just going to be a certain amount of time. Stop thinking. Take 1 minute. Practice 1 minute each day. Go to the bathroom, go to the basement, go to the man cave, go to the woman's cave, your backyard, and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. And be still. Be still. Be still. You're going to hear it still going off. But if you practice that at least once a day, you're going to be on the road of starting to be in control of that voice that controls us every day. Well, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you all on the next episode. And remember, I love you unconditionally. I'm here to serve the nations. Till next time, ciao.